Greetings, fellow scaffold enthusiast. Good morning. Today is May 29th, 2021. Location Juaynah, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We have here a scaffold, a 3-lift scaffold with one working platform. The material was composed of SGB system type scaffold. This scaffold was intended for technician access to fix a tower light which is defective. First, to find a faults, or let's say a major fault of the scaffold, we need to start from the base. As you can see, the first major fault that we're going to notice on this one, the base plates was installed on top of a cell board at the edge of the cell board. As you can see at the edge, this base plate at the edge already, there is no allowance. If you can see on the other end, it's also at the tip of the cell board, same as on the other corner and in this corner. So the corrective action is we need to replace the cell board, a longer one that accommodate an extra space on the other end of the base plate. Then we have the other faults for housekeeping. As you can see, there is many wooden pieces scattered on the area. We need to clear that part. Then we already completed the base checks. Now we'll go to the post. As you can see, the post was jointed on the same leaf. See, that is a joint. They use a joint pin with a bolt, and the other side also the same joint, as well as on the other corner over there, and this one over here. So it is a 2 joint post, and they are joined side by side on the same leaf, which is non-compliance of the Saudi Aramco standard. Now that is a major fault, so we will give you, or I will give you rather, the corrective action. So the 4 posts was jointed on the same level, the same left. It is jointed on the second left. So the corrective action, as per standard, there should be no joint on adjacent post. So when we say adjacent post, this post and that post should be avoided. So what we will do on this adjacent post, the other one we need to replace a shorter post or a longer post to avoid a joint in the same leaf high. So that is the corrective action. So we completed the best inspection, and then we completed also the post inspection. Now we will go to the ledger. The ledger, that is the horizontal portion, the one with the wood on top of it, that is the ledger. As you can see, there is no faults on this ladder. It's perfectly fine and it is level. And the other one, from this corner to that corner, which attached to our ladder tube, that is a bearer, and that is also okay, working. It was fixed fine, and I don't see any faults on it. So 3 spots we already checked, and we will go through the debreasing part. As you can see, debreasing, this is the debreasing tube. It is a SGB tube and coupler scaffold. Normally in this type of scaffold we use a tube for bracing. This bracing at the bottom, it is acceptable. It was fixed to within a node point. But we have some fault at the top. The tube pipe is excessive, so we have a bracing on 4 ends, meaning 4 sides. We have no issue with the bracing, except the pipe that being used is the length is excessive. We need to replace it with a sufficient length of scaffold. So 5 points we already completed. We have the base, we have the post, we have the ladder, the runner and the bearer done, and then we also completed the brace. So now we go through the access. As you can see, if you look at here, normally the angle of the access ladder should be 1:4 ratio. If you have a 4-meter ladder, or by this one, it is a 6-meter ladder, should be it's a 4-meter ladder rather, should be 4 meter out, 4 meter high, and should be 1 meter out. In this one, it is less than 1 meter, so the angle is incorrect. So we need to fix this one to comply with the 4:1 ratio. And the second, as you can see on the ladder tube, in the middle or in the center, it was fixed into single horizontal only. This is the fault. This is the major fault. The corrective action, we need to replace it with a longer tube that connects in 2 horizontal members from that end to this end and fixed to the ladder. Okay, so access we already completed. Then we have another fault for the access. As you can see on the top, on the top rail level, it should be fixed. It is considered as a drop bar. By this one, the fix a solid tube and attached with a double coupler, which is also a major fault. We need to replace it from the upright to the other post. It should be movable with a swivel coupler. That is the corrective action. Then we'll go to the platform. The platform, the working platform is fine. We have the toward fix, okay. But we have problem with the railing, mid rail, top rail. This is an SGB system type scaffold, but as you can see, we are using intermixed material. The old top rail, it is okay, but there is one false upright. The length is excessive, and the mid rail used for that particular area it is a tube uncoupler, which is a non-compliance to Aramco standard, which is intermix of different types of scaffold. So the corrective action, the tube uncoupler type of material, which is utilized as a mid-rail, it should be removed, and we will fix an SGV type scaffold. So overall, this scaffold is rejected, and it should not be used or utilized for the technician to come up and fix the tower light. This is my inspection for today. I hope you learned from it in your encounter or such as a training. This is for your information, and this is Musa. Wait for my next video.